Hello, I'm Sharon Sneer, and today I want to talk to you about my new book, The Little Book of Everyday Miracles. Have you noticed how quickly the days come and go? How we often shake our heads and realize, gosh, it's already Thursday. Where did the week go? Or it's already January or September or October. Where did the year go? We live in a very busy world. And one of the ways that I felt we were missing the magic of life was moving too fast and not taking time to smell the roses. So I wrote this book because I wanted to slow down and notice what was happening, and because I had been experiencing magical moments, synchronicities, serendipitous experiences, coincidences for as long as I remember. And I thought, surely I'm not the only one. So I went out, I traveled, I did workshops, and I spoke to a number of people who had had very similar experiences to me and wrote their stories in this book. I also wrote this book because I was sick and tired of hearing bad news every day, whether it was bad news on the television, whether it was on the radio, opening the newspaper. There was always something devastating, catastrophic, upsetting, disappointing that I was reading. And I felt that the more we focus on anything, the more we create it. And so the more we focus on the negativity of life, it seems that the more we create negativity in our life. And when you ask anyone, none of us want negativity in our life. All of us want to feel joyful, to be inspired, to feel excited and look forward to the potential of a beautiful life. And so we need to have something to inspire that. When we tell people good stories, stories about our family or a coincidence or something that completely unexpected happens, we tend to light up the energy between us. It's not just me that's experiencing this wonderful moment. By sharing it, we share it and we share the experience of joy as well. So the Little Book of Miracles shares a lot of these stories. I'll give you an example of a little miracle that meant a lot to me. I was reading a book not so long ago, and I read about a man who had recently completed 6 months of chemotherapy. And he had taken his children out to the park, and he was sitting on the park bench really appreciating the experience of being with his children, having been so close to dying. And he looked up into the sky and he noticed some white fluffy clouds being blown by a soft breeze. And as he watched those clouds, he noticed that the wind was blowing them into shapes that looked like letters. And the first letter that emerged appeared to be the letter J. And as he continued watching, the next cloud appeared to be a letter O. And very curious to see what was going to happen now, he continued watching, and the third letter became a Y. Now, he naturally took this experience as a miracle and as a message that joy can be found everywhere. And I believe that. And I know that many, many people need to be reminded of it, and that's why sharing miracles is so important. An everyday miracle can be as simple as waking up in the morning and thinking of a friend that you hadn't spoken to for a while, and at that very moment, the phone rings and that friend has just called you. I know you've experienced that. We all have. There was another wonderful experience I had when I was in Tokyo, when I woke up one morning and I started to think about an old friend that I had discussed Tokyo with many years ago, and strangely we'd lost contact. I went for a walk that morning down through some of the little streets that most people don't walk in, and there in that street was my friend. Now, those moments are unexplainable, but they fill you with joy and magic and possibility. So the little book of Everyday Miracles hopefully does that too, fills you with joy and possibility, inspires you to take notice of what's happening in the world, in your world, what's happening in your day, to slow down. Remember to take a breath in amongst the busyness and notice, just notice what magic is lying in wait for you today. I hope you enjoy my book. The Little Book of Everyday Miracles is available in all bookstores, and I would love to hear from you about the miracles that you have begun to remember through reading my book. Please send me your miracles, because I'm kind of hoping to write a second book on everyday miracles. Take care. All the best. Bye for now.